Good morning. It's a privilege to speak with all of you gathered at this great annual event to highlight what's become a pillar of our innovation system, ARPA-E. I'd like to start by telling you a story. In 2006, I was part of a delegation to China led by Senator Stevens, who flew the first cargo plane into China in 1944, and Senator Inouye, who was a Congressional Medal of Honor winner. We spent a lot of time with President Hu and Vice President Wu because the Chinese remembered Senator Stevens and when the first U.S. cargo plane landed in China. What was interesting to me was instead of talking about the conflict going on in our world, they wanted to talk about American competitiveness and Chinese competitiveness. Not long after that trip, now this was 2006, President Hu walked down to the Great Hall of China and announced that they were creating a 15-year innovation plan and were going to invest 4% of their gross domestic product in research and technology to increase Chinese competitiveness and give China the same high standard of living that we have here in the United States. Competitiveness continues to be a driving conversation in countries around the world. Last year, energy expert Daniel Yergin said competitiveness was one of the major themes of Davos, the World Economic Forum. He says competitiveness can be defined many ways, but energy is one way to measure competitiveness. ARPA-E has helped give us the technology to make us more competitive on the world stage and help to keep our economy in fighting shape while reducing our dependence on foreign energy, improving our energy efficiency, and strengthening the United States' role in advanced energy technologies. It all started with the National Academies when they published its Rising Above the Gathering Storm report, which laid out a plan for maintaining U.S. competitiveness in a global economy. From there, Congress turned the report's recommendations into the America Competes Act, which aims to ensure our country's competitiveness through better education, more research and development, and through the creation of ARPA-E, which has turned out to be one of the law's greatest successes. ARPA-E is a shining example of research that has given us a competitive advantage, showing what we can achieve through government-sponsored research and development. Supporting the kind of research ARPA-E does and liberating our free enterprise system are the two things we must do to create the abundance of clean, cheap, reliable energy we need to power our 21st century economy. As scientists at Sandia Laboratory reminded me, it's hard to think of a major development in the physical or biological sciences since World War II that didn't have some government-sponsored research behind it. From the internet to stealth technology, from GPS to nuclear technology, and so on. And there's still a long way to go. We must be careful not to lose the technological advantage we've gained through government-sponsored research and development. And as an author of ARPA-E, I look forward to working with my colleagues in Congress to ensure that research and development have the support they need to maintain our competitiveness in this world.